83. Then clear skies this evening, low tonight 61 to 66. Tuesday will be mostly sunny, high tomorrow 82 to 85. Then Wednesday will be partly sunny and very warm, record-breaking high temperatures with a high of 84 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at blockersfurniture.com.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. We start hour number 3 of the show. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the show. 622-9622 is the number to call. It is President's Day. It's a day that I always remembered as a kid was February 22nd. But that changed when Congress made it the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. It created observing holidays on Mondays. And the third Monday in February was chosen to honor the America's first president. Ironically, this guaranteed that the holiday would never be celebrated on Washington's actual birthday, as the third Monday in February can fall no later than today, February 21st. So even though they did it to honor Washington, it could never be on his birthday anymore. Does President Day also honor Abraham Lincoln? The short answer to that is no, it does not. It was literally designed as a federal holiday to celebrate George Washington's birthday, February 22nd, 1732. For more than half a century, it was celebrated that way. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president. He was born February 12th, 1809. Had Congress intended the day to honor both presidents, there certainly would have been more than enough reason for them to do so in 1879 when it became a federal holiday. They could have also chosen to expand the holiday when it was moved to the third Monday in February. They did not. Although Congress declined to make the holiday an official celebration of two of America's most revered statesmen, many people commonly refer to the day as President's Day, thanks to advertising for holiday sales in the 1980s. It's really Washington's birthday, but it's now been celebrated since the 80s as President's Day. And it's so, you can get your sales in at the car lots and stuff like that. Give you a long weekend. Take a visit to Mount Vernon today on President's Day if you're in that area. That's George Washington's farm. So the misnomer was it was for all presidents or for Lincoln and Washington. It wasn't. It's always been just for Washington. It's not quite Black Friday when it comes to a sales day, but it is one of the best marketing days on the calendar. There was a point when President's Day was tied to a white sale, which featured linens and towels. According to Schweitzer Linen, the idea of a white sale stemmed from department store magnate John Wanamaker, who created it for people who were aiming for a clean start to the new year. You'll be able to scoop up deals at most major big box stores, including mattresses, appliances, tech, and fashion. Will there be any school on President's Day? One reason, one might assume all public schools would be off for federal holidays, but in Florida, each school district decides individually if it will close for all or some of the federal holidays. This includes President's Day. Of course, you know whether that's done or not in Marion County if you have kids. If you want to learn any more about President's Day, just go to america.gov. They have it all broken down for you there. But President's Day was never a joint day between Lincoln or Washington. It was never supposed to be, halfway between their birthdays or anything. President's Day was created to celebrate George Washington and only George Washington's birthday. And it wasn't even referred to as President's Day. It was Washington's birthday until the mid-'80s when some astute marketing people thought, man, this would be a good weekend to have President's Day week sale weekend to make it sound all convincing like. It's funny how you get traditions in your head. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. You never thought poor Rudolph, he would never get to play reindeer games. He would never get to be accepted. All of this. We know the story. It comes to life in claymation every Christmas. But no author of children's books wrote that story. No, it was written by an ad executive at an ad agency to help out Montgomery Ward sales. Yep, that's how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came about. He was created as a marketing ploy to help Montgomery Ward sales. President's Day was created as a marketing ploy to create another special weekend of sales. It was never designed to be shared by Lincoln and Washington. It was never designed to be for all the presidents. It was a day especially set aside for George Washington. And, if that's how things are created, that's how things are created. But sometimes that creation or that myth outweighs what actually is going on. And that's why I would like to tell you about President's Day today, because popular belief is it celebrates at least Lincoln and Washington, but it celebrates all the presidents, and that's just not accurate. The official holiday celebrates only George Washington's birthday. Everybody else is riding his coattails. Pretty big set of coattails to ride, too. If you're going to pick a set of coattails to ride, George Washington's in a bad set. But it was never to include Lincoln or all the other presidents. When it was passed into existence a century and a half ago, it was thought of as only George Washington's birthday. And now by moving it to the third Monday of the month, it'll never be celebrated on George Washington's birthday again, because the third Monday of the month can only go to the 21st. It can't be the 22nd. Wonder if that stands true in a leap year. Probably does. Yeah, because it's added on the back end, not the front end. But that's the origins of President's Day. It had nothing to do with all the presidents or even Lincoln and Washington. It was just to honor George Washington, born February 22nd, 1732. We're going to take a break. Come back more from Ocala Talks, hour number 3. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Here's the latest from the College of Central Florida. On Tuesday, February 22nd at 8:35 a.m., Dr. Raphael Robinson will tell us about Preview Night. That's coming up at CF Ocala's campus. Tune in to find out about the programs, services, and clubs that will be on hand to answer all your questions about enrolling at CF. So make sure to join Ocala Talks at 8:35 on February 22nd.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runways in the Ocala International Airport, the brick city, beautiful Ocala, Florida. Allison Campbell is going to come on the show sometime in the next week or so to talk about the report of the D's and F's. We talked about it last week that almost half of middle school and high school students have either a D or F on their first semester report card. And I got some emails back going, yeah, but if they got 1 D, what's the big deal? Here's the big deal. Half the students in school got a D or F. Half. Right at 50% got a D or an F. That's a staggering number. That's why it's important. You know, they used to have required teacher-parents conferences. They're not required anymore. Why? We'll ask school board member Allison Campbell that question. Why aren't parent-teacher conferences required anymore? That would probably help with some behavioral issues and some academic issues. But they're not, after the pandemic, was it for the pandemic and they just hadn't brought them back? Are they going to bring them back? Were they gone before the pandemic? Standardized testing. It's been canceled again this year in high school. Instead of using standardized testing, they're just going to use the results of the SAT and the ACT. Why? Does that have any impact on these numbers? These are questions that have to be asked. When half of your student population either had next to failing or failing grades in at least one subject on their report card last semester. Half. That's a staggering number. And whose fault is it? Is it the administrators or the teachers for not doing their job adequately? I'm sure that kids would like you to think that. I'm sure there's some parents out there that would like you to make that argument. It's not my kid's fault. It's poor teaching. I don't buy that. I was in the teaching profession for a very long time. So I don't buy that. Well, it's the pandemic. We've been doing it for 2 years now. Those kinks should be worked out. Well, the single-parent family, that doesn't account for half the kids. Half the kids in middle school and high school, countywide, made an almost fail or I'm failing grade in the first semester in at least one class. Well, who do you blame, Tom? The system is not the best. But ultimately, the onus is on the child. to learn, to figure it out, to ask questions of the teacher. And I don't think that happens anymore. I think that kids are apathetic. And that's a problem. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. Say, it seems like a lot of people are home teaching their kids now because of the situation in our schools. How does that work? Like when you graduate from high school, you get a diploma. How do you get proof that you went through all the subjects and everything when you're homeschooled and to prove that you did that?
Well, your parents,
some kind of a document?
Your parents have to file the records with the local school board and with the state, showing that you completed these tasks and these tasks. There is a curriculum that you have to complete to be able to get your diploma through homeschooling. There is a curriculum just as in high school. You got to meet certain requirements. But my question is your parent qualified to teach you those requirements?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah,
let me ask you this, Hugh. Hugh, could you right now teach a class in chemistry?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
I don't know many parents, unless they're rocket science or chemists, that could effectively teach class in chemistry.
Yeah.
So here's what a lot of them do. Here's what a lot of them do because of that, Hugh. They then go to the internet, and they go to the internet to rely on people who I do it. I teach a history class on the internet to homeschool kids.
Yeah.
It's a source of income for me.
Right. Does the child at the point of, let's say, graduation from homeschool have to take a test to prove that they know this, that, and whatnot?
There are guidelines and tests that have to be done, yes. But they also have to do the college entrance exams and all, just like everybody else does.
Right. And if you fail, what happens then?
I've never homeschooled a child. I wouldn't know what the fallout is after that. I know that they can play extracurricular activities for the schools they live in the district of without going to school there.
Right. Yeah. Well, it seems like it would be a solution to the problem. But then, if the child doesn't really learn anything, you're in a no man's land.
Right. When do you start doing a disservice to the child by not giving them the education they need when you're homeschooling them?
Right. Oh well, it's a situation we have to live with right now. Let's hope things get better. I mean, it's almost to the point where they can't get any worse.
That's a very good point. Very good point. Thanks for the call.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
But these are all legitimate questions that need to be asked. What is the process? Were the homeschool kids taken into account with that half of the students in Marion County? And why? If so, why? They weren't being instructed by a licensed, a lot of times. Sometimes they are, but they're not instructed by, parents aren't licensed to teach. Well, my dad's a rocket scientist. I understand. Perfectly okay. Could probably teach you science and math real well. How much does that person know about proper health? How much do they know about the history of the country? How much do they know about, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck? I just think that we have a problem right now in our school systems and with homeschooling, to be honest with you, where kids are not doing the work and don't want to do the work and aren't having their feet held to the fire. We want to blame the institution. We want to blame the process. How about the kids need to show up and do the work? Sometimes that's the easiest answer. Isn't it Occam's razor? Sometimes the easiest answer is the answer. I think that's Occam's razor, but what do I know? But we're going to have Allison. I'm going to try to get Allison Campbell on the next 3 days to see if we can address exactly what's going on in the county school system, where half of the middle school and high school students had either a near failing or failing grade on their report card in at least one class during the first semester. That's unacceptable, no matter how you look at it. We're going to take a break, come back. Still got about half an hour to go in a Monday version, President's Day version of Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Until the tanks are actually moving, the planes are actually flying, the bombs are actually dropping, we're going to do everything we can with diplomacy and with deterrence and dissuasion to get President Putin to reverse the decision that we believe he's made.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken on CNN over the weekend, holding on to hope a war can be averted in the Ukraine by Russian forces. That glimmer of hope for the goal was announced last night by French President Emmanuel Macron. He and the White House confirmed in principle to a meeting with Russia's President Vladimir Putin as long as he holds off on launching an assault on Ukraine. U.S. officials warn violence appears increasingly more likely. Details for the meeting will be worked out Thursday if Russia does not invade its neighbor. The country of Australia reopened its international border for the first time in nearly 2 years on Monday. Australia's border shut to most non-residents in March of 2020 as the pandemic spread across the world. We are USA Radio News.
No matter if supply lines are down, product deliveries are slow, and that most everything costs more these days, you still have neck and shoulder pain, right? Good news. Sunny Bay has new products that target neck and shoulder pain. Products that are in stock now, ready to ship anywhere now. Like our extra long neck heating pads. They provide soothing relief to painful sore necks and backs. You can heat them in a microwave oven, and they come in a variety of colors and patterns. And for stress relief, get our lavender scented hands-free neck wraps. Or maybe you need one of our smaller lower back wraps. Great for seniors. Again, there's no shipping delays from Sunny Bay. Find our new products on Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, and sunny-bay.com. Just search for Sunny Bay Neck Wraps. All our products are great for men or women, are reusable, and easy to clean. Remember, just search for Sunny Bay Neck Wraps. Order now because stock is high and shipping is fast. From Sunny Bay.
Talking about Relief Factor on our show for quite some time now. Do we...
Are you a veteran living in Florida? Do you want to earn while you learn? Call 954-434-8220 or visit our website at nsied.org now. Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants training in farming, ranching, and allied services? Are you a veteran living in Florida who wants help with job placement? Call 954-434-8220. North-South Institute Veteran Training Program is a mix of online and hands-on in-person training designed for you to earn while you learn. Once you register for the program, you'll get a stipend of approximately $300 per month for 3 months. And you can get an additional stipend to offset your travel expenses. You can also get another $75 for referring a veteran who completes the program. If you are a veteran living in Florida, call the North-South Institute Veteran Training Program now, 954-434-8220, or visit our website at nsied.org now.
Florida's Kids Helping Kids is proud to be hosting the Marion County Fair Winter Carnival. Our chili cook-off for kids is February 26th, as well as our beauty contest. The Marion County Fair will also feature Jimmy Riffle and Sarah from the Gator Boys. It'll have camel rides, pony rides, and a petting zoo. There'll be live entertainment sponsored by our talented local performers. You can save by purchasing your tickets to the fair during a pre-sale by going to dreamland.com/upcoming-events-amusement-carnival/#Marion. For more information or for vendor space and entertainment schedules, go to MarionCountyFairFL.com. It's the Marion County Fair Winter Carnival, Sponsored by Kids Helping Kids.
Of all the questions you get asked every day, this is one you should not ignore. How much money in your 401k or IRA is actually yours? Not what its current value is, but how much of it will end up in your pockets, not the government's. Remember, you still might owe taxes on that money. Make sure you are not overpaying. Keep every dollar you are entitled to. Look, I know it's confusing, it's complicated, and it definitely is not fun. That's why at Pinnacle Retirement Advisors, we offer strategies to help make sure you're not paying more in taxes than your fair share. It's your money. You deserve to know what's at stake. Call our team at Pinnacle Retirement Advisors today to get started. 352-320-2060. That's 352-320-2060. Do not do the IRS any favors. 352-320-2060. Firm offers insurance services and may not give tax advice. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Ugh, what wrong?
Ugh, need wood for fire.
Ugh, I go get. Ugh, I got wood for fire.
Ugh, what takes so long?
Had to use restroom. Someone not refill toilet paper.
Ugh, my bad. You wash hands?
Ugh, of course. Ugh, what caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. You know, the anniversary of the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman fight and subsequent death of Trayvon Martin is coming up on the anniversary. And there's a new controversial study out that shows the stand your ground law may be racist. I'm going to tell you why that's not a fact, but that's what this looks like. It goes, the odds of white on black homicide being found justified is 281% greater than the odds of white on white homicide being justified. It's according to Professor John Roman, whose research was based on the FBI's supplementary homicide report. In the days following Trayvon Martin's death, the concept of stand your ground laws and consistency of their application was widely debated. We remember all that. Stand your ground is originally conceived, expanded the common law principle known as the Castle Doctrine. And the Castle Doctrine was the one, you always heard people say, if you kill him, drag him back across the front door, the threshold, because then he's inside your castle and you're justified in killing him. Well, the stand your ground expanded the common law practice as the Castle Doctrine to outside areas of the home and removed any requirement that a person being attacked or approached in a threatening manner must seek to remove themselves from an escalating situation before taking action. There was a commission put together to research the project. Took 20 years. Now that it took longer than it was supposed to. It was supposed to be a couple of months. Took till 2021. The commission was tasked with conducting an analysis to determine whether racial bias existed in assertion investigations or enforcement of justifiable homicide laws in states with stand your ground provisions. In all, the FBI reviewed 2,600 cases. It was concluded the number of homicides of black people deemed legally justifiable more than doubled in stand your ground states between 2005 and 2011. Alternatively, it was revealed in cases involving a white shooter and black victim, homicides were ruled justified 45% of the time, as compared to only 11% of the time when the roles were reversed. They want you to think this is an extremely sobering and powerful statistic. That's according to Michael Yackey, the man who wrote the Fines Commission on Civil Rights. But here's the problem with that. Stand your ground laws, when you try to take statistics and you try to do it proportionately and you try to figure in, how much percentage of this race versus this race, crime isn't committed that way. It's just not. To show a racial bias in the application of stand your ground law, it's inaccurate to me, because it perpetrates the myth that crimes are committed proportionally. That's an absolute fiction. We all know crimes are not committed proportionally. We know that crime, economically, you could show the difference in crimes being committed. But you can't show racial proportionality in crimes committed. Broke people commit more crimes than people with money. Whether they're white, black, yellow, or red, they commit more crime than their counterparts that have money. So the argument that crimes are committed proportionally is just it's a flawed thought process if you're going to use it for any kind of studies. The fact that you want to say that crime should proportionally be equal with or around the same number of people, the same number of people population-wise. There's no way that's factual. So you're saying, Hispanics, I don't know what Hispanics make up in Florida, but I'm sure it's 12, 13%. You're saying they only commit 12, 13% of the crimes? You're saying whites that make up 70-something% of Florida, they commit 70% of the crimes? Blacks who make up 14 to 16% of Florida, they only commit 14 to 16% of the crimes? No. It's not accurate. When you're not using accurate data, your system is already flawed. And where you come down on stand your ground depends on whether you've had somebody, you've been a victim or not. Where do I stand on the George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin? I think George Zimmerman was, an overzealous neighborhood watch guy who saw a black kid in a hoodie and goes, what the hell is he doing here? I'm going to follow him. I think he followed him, confronted the kid. Kid caught an attitude with him. He tried to show the kid who was boss, and Trayvon Martin went to whipping his rear end. That's what I think happened, but that's my opinion. But I also know a very good friend of mine, and a very good friend that I'd known for years from Jacksonville, that was getting punched in the face by her husband. She leaned away from him, reached in her purse, grabbed a gun, shot 3 times over her shoulder while she was sitting in her car, killing the man who was beating her in her face. She got 20 years because the district attorney said this was a year and a half before Stand Your Ground became the law of the land. Castle was still the law of the land. She got 20 years for murder because She was in her car with the motor running, and the district attorney said you should have just put it in reverse and drove away. You didn't have to you didn't have to shoot him. You had an escape. You could have just drove away. Because it didn't extend to the front yard. As long as it was in the house, but it didn't extend to the front yard. This woman was being beat in her face area repeatedly by a man who was known to beat her and had known to threaten her life. She shot over her shoulder with a .25 3 times. Struck him twice, killed him. She went to prison. She became the criminal. He became the victim. Complete role reversal. Because stand your ground didn't exist. By the way, black woman killing a black man. When I saw this, I was like, well, there's no way this could be accurate because they're trying to make it proportional to population. And then they didn't say anything about whether, they were for or against the justification of stand your ground. That's a bigger issue to me, is when it's put into existence, when it's not put into existence. We'll have to keep following this, but stand your ground is one of those laws that's always going to have controversy attached to it. Always. As it should be. Because you want to make sure legislatures keep looking at the law and tweaking it every chance they get. If there's something they can tweak. Take a break, come back, wrap up a Monday edition, President's Day edition of Ocala Talks. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA. The Source.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
Here's the latest from the College of Central Florida. On Tuesday, February 22nd at 8:35 a.m., Dr. Raphael Robinson will tell us about Preview Night. That's coming up at CF Ocala's campus. Tune in to find out about the programs, services, and clubs that will be on hand to answer all your questions about enrolling at CF. So make sure to join Ocala Talks at 8:35 on February 22nd.
Love, 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 like the time away.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Florida's Kids Helping Kids is proud to be hosting the Marion County Fair Winter Carnival. Our chili cook-off for kids is February 26th, as well as our beauty contest. The Marion County Fair will also feature Jimmy Riffle and Sarah from the Gator Boys. It'll have camel rides, pony rides, and a petting zoo. There'll be live entertainment sponsored by our talented local performers. You can save by purchasing your tickets to the fair during a pre-sale by going to dreamland-upcoming-events-amusement-carnival/#Marion. For more information or for vendor space and entertainment schedules, go to MarionCountyFairFL.com. It's the Marion County Fair Winter Carnival, sponsored by Kids Helping Kids.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back as we wrap up Hour 3 and a President's Day show. It is President's Day 2020 Deuce 2022 here in the great state of Florida, Marion County, Ocala. Let's go back to 1994. It was late summer. Bud Selig, then Commissioner of Baseball, realizing that there's an impasse with the owners and the players. There's a lockout going on. There's a strike. Cancels the World Series. Baseball players are like, deuces. Baseball hit an all-time low there when it canceled the World Series. people stopped going to games. The next year, attendance was at an all-time low because people saw billionaires and millionaires arguing and go, you greedy bastards, nobody wants to deal with this. So baseball went from being right there in competition with football as the national pastime to no longer being relevant. Baseball owes all its recovery to two men, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. They came back 1998. They chased each other trying to break the elusive single-season record. Home runs. Remember, chicks dig the long ball. Pitchers were doing steroids too, though. There wasn't any distinct advantage. They were all doing steroids. But baseball had just started to get back to seeing some semblance of normalcy again. It's been 30 years. Almost 30 years, 28 years. Well, this week should have been the start of spring training. Pitchers and catchers were supposed to announce this week. Show up this week. The whole team by the end of the month. Instead, on Thursday, spring training was said it's going to be postponed. Next is March 31st, which is, opening day. That looks like it could be a problem. You can even go put a bet on it in Vegas. This labor stoppage continues to wind onward. But it really doesn't care about baseball's, the people that get hurt the most by this. And that's in these small towns with spring training throughout Florida and Arizona. Northport, Florida, where the world champion Atlanta Braves hold their spring training. Northport, Florida. It gets a lot of revenue from that 6 weeks the Braves are in town. Doesn't look like they're going to get that revenue this year. They've had the pandemic the last 2 years. Now they're not going to have baseball again. And baseball doesn't seem to care. Small businesses, vendors, county governments, all of them are important. But it doesn't seem to matter to baseball. Here's what they're arguing about. Baseball players want higher salary before free agency. Players want clubs to move them up from the minor leagues faster. And players want assurances teams won't be able to tank, which leads to lower pay. Owners, they want to stay where we are. 5-year contract expired December 2nd. Two sides have met about 6 times. And if that's your count, it's a 15-minute meeting in February 17th. 78 days of lockout. Neither side seems concerned for the fallout their impasse is creating. It's again billionaires arguing with millionaires. And Florida economies are suffering because of it. Clearwater, that's where the Phillies spring train. Dunedin, Toronto Blue Jays spring train there. Fort Myers has the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox there. Lakeland or around Lakeland has teams. Northport, like I said, has the Braves. The East Coast has spring training as well. Many small towns in Arizona, same thing. If I was a state AG, the Attorney General for the states, I'd sue baseball. All right, we'll just sue you, baseball. You don't want to play, we'll sue you. You're destroying our economies, we'll sue you. Birthdays today. Tyne Daly from Cagney and Lacey. She's 76 today. Anthony Daniels, who played C-3PO in the Star Wars movies, He's 76 today. William Peterson, who played Gil Grissom on the original CSI, 69 today. And Kelsey Grammer, from Cheers fame and Frasier fame, 67 years old today. I'd like to thank my callers and Galen Unall for his first hour with us, and my listeners. Without you, this program would not be possible. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me 3 hours of your time every day. Without you, this show wouldn't be possible. And thanks to all of you that wanted to call. Try tomorrow. I am Tom Schmitz, the host of Ocala Talks, the luckiest man in the world, because not only do I get to do this, but I'm married to Susan as well. Talk to you tomorrow.
WOCA AM, W242 CA FM, Ocala, the source.